Toastmasters creates champions. Toastmasters creates champions. We are privileged, blessed, and honored to have 3 champions in midst of us. The first 2 are stalwarts of District 125. They have earned a coveted title called Distinguished Toastmaster. And just by their sheer presence and charisma, they can set the stage on fire. The third one is the numero uno. It means, just now he has been crowned as a district champion. And with his brilliant speeches and his body language, he has covered one and all. That is why I said Toastmasters creates champions. Is it not a testimony to the fact that Toastmasters creates champions? Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Dear Area Director, Presiding Officer, Distinguished Toastmasters, District Champion, Master of Ceremonies, and distinguished guests, very good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon.
It's my privilege and honor to invite you all to the 425th Milestone meeting of Barnet Toastmasters Club. I would like to call this meeting to order. Please be seated, please be seated. Yeah. Anyone else? Okay. Okay, let us hear our club mission. Our club provides a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Okay? This is our club mission. And we have certain rules which needs to be followed till the end of the meeting. So let me start with the first one. Please put your mobile phones on silent mode. Please do as I doing it. Please do, everyone, so that it doesn't distract you. Keep it in a vibration mode. If there is any emergency call, you can attend, that's not a problem, but without disturbing others. Is it done from everyone? Thumbs up, please. Okay. In Toastmasters, we clap hands whenever the stage control is transferred. This is number 2. Number 3, in Toastmasters, we shake hands whenever the stage control is transferred. Number 4, please do not chat or move when someone is speaking on the stage. If there is any emergency, you want to go to any outside, anything urgent, without disturbing the speaker, please do it. As it is a celebration, that is why I am saying that. Otherwise, no concession for that. Rule number 5. There is a protocol in which we have to greet people there is a protocol in which we have to greet people. So what is that protocol? When you begin speaking, you have to greet people like this. Dear Area Director, Presiding Officer, Distinguished Toastmasters, today District Champion, Master of Ceremonies and Distinguished Guests. Good afternoon, one and all. Like that you have to start the greetings. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
These are all the 5 ground rules which you need to follow till the end of the meeting. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now today's theme, toast to success and infinite possibilities. Already we have been toasted, that is why you can see someone speaking on the stage. I just welcome Area Director has come, T.N. Savio, please be seated. So, I would like to say a couple of things. Toastmasters, can I continue? Infinite possibilities. Toastmasters have infinite possibilities. It is not that you have to become a world championship speaker. That is the only thing which is not difficult. It has many things that is in offer. You can become the distinguished Toastmaster. You can become a good humorous speaker, tall tale speaker, good evaluator. There are lots and lots of opportunities. If you say, Narayan, I don't have this much of strength in this, you can be an administrator like me. Administrator, facilitator, resource provider, and a hospitality partner. You can do this service at least up to the club level, because beyond that I can't handle. That is why I am doing only up to club level. That is my capacity. Okay. This is my take on the theme. And without any further ado, let me introduce our presiding officer for the day. He is someone who is the principal in Bajaj Finserv, and his hobbies are giving motivational speeches on leadership, communication, and sometimes philosophy as well. Ladies and gentlemen, with a thunderous applause, let us welcome Toastmaster Sushil Sharma as a president.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. How's the Josh? Do I need mic? No. Thank you. That's fine. Toast to success and infinite possibilities. Yes. Because I, Sushil Sharma, is here from the Toastmasters, for the Toastmaster and by the Toastmasters. What things I have learned, I have joined 1.5 years back in Toastmasters. But the framework that I received from the Toastmaster is helping me not only in Toastmaster throughout my life as well as the thing where I'm working on in my organization. I have been promoted, I have been rewarded because of Toastmasters. And I am sure you all would be heading that side towards that as well. So welcome to our 425th milestone meeting. We are here not only to learn but to celebrate as well. We learn best in the moment of enjoyment, and that was Toastmaster tells to us. We did a hard work. We were so excited for our 425th meeting because meeting happens a week after 7 days, and 425th. I saw 350, 375, 400, 425, 100 meetings, and see how we are excited about. Everyone was eager to take the roles, perform the tasks, because we knew we are going to have another milestone and we have to start it well. So for that we need motivations also. We have few our dignitaries, our keynote speakers, our guests who will motivate us to move from this 425 to our next 450 milestone meeting. This is that we are here to learn about. Our dignitaries, keynote speakers, area directors, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear lovely guests. We welcome you in our 425th milestone meeting. As a president, I will not speak much today because we have so many speakers, so many influencers, so many motivators who will give you the right direction how to take it ahead. Now, today, my responsibility is to see how my club is performing, not to act, to make myself to make our club best. Let's see how we have received our best performance in our BTMCs as well. As I told, we have some dignitaries. So let me talk about that. Any idea when this BTMC was formed?
2016.
2016. Great. How many years?
8.
8 years. Can we find here someone who was the founder member of that time?
Yes.
Who is she?
Veena ma'am.
I would like to invite our DTM Veena ma'am to talk about BTMC, how it started, what things are there, and motivates us to take it ahead.
No, I don't. 425 divided by 52. I was doing the math while I was sitting there. And I came to the same conclusion that you shouted. 2016. That is 8 years. Can you imagine 8 years of Barnet Toastmasters Club? I think all of you deserve a round of applause. Of course, that also I went to after breaking away from TLCP, the main club. We were too many in number, and Prasad and the seniors thought that we should break away and move to another club. So we went to Northwest and we founded that club. Then Northwest grew beyond the boundaries and they said, now hello, time to move. So we picked up our bags, the 4 or 5 of us, and scouted around for another place in the same area or thereabouts, within the 5-kilometer radius. And we found Barnet is a good place, it's a central place. Of course, that time there was no metro, no crowd, no nothing. Yes, it was plain and simple Barnet. So we moved there and we came straight to the DIMR and we asked them. And who were the main members? Seema, then Sandesh, Mohit Garg, he was the first president. Vinod from Northwest helped us a lot. Me and my husband Hemang Mandrekar. 5 of us, as I told you, picked up our bags and shifted to Barnet. And we were the ex-com and we started. And that time we didn't know we'd have infinite possibilities of a 400. But with a hope in our heart and a song on our lips, we started work. We gathered a motley crowd of 20 and we chartered the club. And after that, of course, there was no looking back. Little by little, bit by bit, person by person, the Barnet Toastmasters Club grew so much in such large numbers. They started winning contests, they became known in the community, and then they also grew out of the number. And then, of course, we shifted out from Barnet and went to Aum. Again, 4 or 5 of us picked up our bags and we started Aum. But that is the story of our lives. If it gets too big, too crowded, they push the big ones from the company, the senior ones, and they tell them to start a new club. But coming back to Barnet Toastmasters, I have a real fond liking or love for this club. First of all, because it's very close to my house now, where I stay at Barnet. And sometimes I try and make it on a Saturday evening. Although Saturday and Sunday is our Toastmaster, my family is pulling their hair out and said, how many times Toastmasters, Ma? Please stay at home. So, okay. So, but I love to attend and I love those classrooms and it brings back a nostalgia that cannot be paralleled. It was beautiful to be in the club and I have won also many contests and so have the others. So I have fond memories. Beyond that, I am not conducting a history lesson, but you know, the whole feeling of being a member of a loving club is there still within me. So I wish all of you all the best and congratulations.
She is not only guiding Toastmaster, she is a lecturer at Symbiosis. She is a contest winner of many of the contests that has happened since then she is in a Toastmaster. we should learn and take away something from it. But somebody has founded the Toastmaster and they have shown us a light. We are following that track, but they may not be with us every time. They can guide us from outside, just like today she said. There should be someone who has to look at us, who has to see, are we in right directions? Every club has a mission. The Toastmaster International also has a mission and vision. That is why the Toastmaster has been subcategorized, or it has subcategorized into some different areas. We are maintaining and managing at a club. Above that, there is an area. Then there is a division which combines multiple areas. And then there is a district. After that, there is a Sky Toastmaster International. So, at our club, there is someone who monitors, manages us. And he is none other than our area director. He is with us as well today, and I would like to invite him. Before that, let me tell you, he is a director at Quality in Fujitsu. Whenever I have discussed, I found some key ideas to work upon, and immediately the call to action has been taken. So let's hear from him about Toastmasters. Let's invite our area director, Toastmaster Shiva.
Thank you, Toastmasters, for this wonderful introduction. And good afternoon, distinguished Toastmasters, district champion, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and all of the members of Bane Toastmasters Club. Thank you. It's a great honor for me to be present over here on this milestone, momentous event. Milestones are definitely telling us that we have reached a particular goal, what we have envisioned for, and we are actually setting up new goals. The theme is quite well positioned to talk about the same thing: toast to success and for infinite possibilities of the future. And I see this is very well apt theme for Toastmasters, because Toastmasters also is in their milestone year. I hope all of you know what.
Yeah, right here.
100, it's a centennial year of Toastmasters. Just in few weeks, maybe 5 weeks from now, we will be celebrating the 100th year of Toastmasters. Exactly 100 years back, around 1924, Ralph Smedley, who is the founder of Toastmasters, started with a very noble cause of imparting public speaking, primarily to inculcate communication skills in the people over there. And that journey which has started has burgeoned into almost a membership of 500,000 members worldwide, impacting a lot of people, not only just members, but also those all people who come around and touch and get influenced by those members. You can imagine each one inspiring around 100 members. Example, the speech of Toastmaster Sanchit has inspired a lot of us, around 400 members in the auditorium, and also those people who see the video again. Imagine that power which it could have as an impact on members. That's what Toastmasters has brought to all of us. And we are celebrating that success as well. So Bane is a key component of creating that milestone in terms of Toastmasters, creating so many members and new clubs as well, as Veena ma'am was mentioning, a new club which is again inspiring so many mushrooming members into so many inspirers. So I would wanted to put that same message to talk about the values of Toastmasters, which is integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And we are all here to exhibit those 4 core values. Just let me take a pause and ask, how many of them are you here, ex-com members over here? Yeah, thank you. And these are the members who have come forward to talk about the leadership abilities, how that exhibited in driving a club towards each of those milestones that we are seeing. They are nothing but servant leaders. Are you getting paid?
No.
No. I just wanted to make a point saying that this is all the volunteer and voluntary actions that they come over here to exhibit that leadership over here. We also had ex-leaders, immediate past president Sunil, as well as ex-area director, the past area director who is Santosh over here, and several other leaders over here. They all exhibit servant leadership. That's a kind of one of the core values which Toastmasters is exhibiting. The other value, which is about excellence, all the members over here who are going to complete their pathways, levels, ensuring that we reach each of our individual milestones, going to the next milestone, next possibility that we have. That's each of the members that we are exhibiting through our individual successes. The level completions, the pathway completions, and some of them in the future we are going to be distinguished Toastmasters as well. So each of them are members completing, and that's what the excellence is we are talking about as a value. And talking about integrity, we have a lot of inspirations coming from various people who are playing the role of mentors, where we also learn the respect. If you had seen the speech of Dhananjay Hitrachi, how many of you had seen the speech of his winning speech? I see something, and that's what one of the mentors who was talking from in the Toastmasters, who saw something in him which made him the champion world speaker. Right? Or there is the power of words. How many of you had heard the speech of Mohammad Ghazali? Exactly. Again, the power of words of Mohammad Ghazali is a talk of testament of inspiration for so many people in terms of how words could make an impact. Here we see in each of the Toastmasters that power to cause an impact and then create that kind of influence in the world. And that's where I would urge all the members to exhibit the values of this IRSE, that is integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Create new milestones. We are in 425th. I was just counting as was mentioned by Meena ma'am. We are 8.5 years or 100 months, over 100 months. That is a roughly number in the 100th year of Toastmasters International. So these all numbers tell us that there is something magical happening over here. And this is happening through the period where we are having Ganesh Navratri. This is the Ganesh Navratri, who is actually the remover of obstacles and the harbinger of prosperity for all of us. So with that particular period, an auspicious period for all of us, I would congratulate all the members and as well as the families who are supporting all the Toastmasters to come over here, gain this experience, and all the Toastmasters to continue with more success, more milestones, create those possibilities for each of us, and then ensure, and as a message, whoever has not renewed yet, please renew also. Because you are all supposed to continue the possibilities forward as well. I don't want to give you the opportunity to create that message. With that, I hand over to the Toastmaster here.
So, thank you our leaders for gracing us with your presence, and today we have something for you as a moment to remember that you are here in our 425th milestone meeting. So I'd like to invite Beena ma'am. Please accept this small token of love. Now I would like to invite our area director, Shiva. Please accept this. In Toastmasters, when we start program, there is a host who is called as Toastmaster of the day. Generally, we used to have one, but it's a milestone. I can't deny anyone. So we have our Toastmaster of the day, and together we are calling it Master of Ceremonies here. They would be taking this stage ahead and they would bring the theme more interacting, toast to success and infinite possibilities. So let's start hearing from them what they say. I would like to invite all our Toastmaster of the days. They will come and I can introduce themselves.
Hey Toastmaster Darshan, do you remember my first day in the meeting as a guest when I blacked out on the stage and could not utter a single word?
Ma'am, unfortunately, I missed that opportunity to see you silent on the stage because I joined after you. So,
And do you remember the and that we used to throw around during our initial days?
yeah, of course. And if there was a competition, then definitely I would be an undisputed winner for that competition.
But now you cannot be a winner in that competition too. Do you remember your first day
Yeah,
in the meeting?
Yes. And I came to the stage for my first speech, and I was fumbling. I was forgetting my words and what to say. I was just losing the control over me, and it was a nightmare for me, definitely.
See, you have come along such a long way when you are hosting a grand milestone meeting of Bani Toastmaster Club.
Yeah, I feel so privileged today for this.
So let's toast for the success and infinite possibilities ahead in front of us. This is our theme of the meeting, today's meeting.
Yeah. And now let's welcome for this exciting 425th chapter meeting of Bani Toastmasters Club, where there will be fun activities and learning as well.
Dear Area Director, Presiding Officer, Distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and lovely guests, a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Are you ready to celebrate 425th milestone meeting?
Yes.
Meeting with us? She's so excited. I am very happy to see that excitement.
So let me explain the program for today for the benefits of the guests. And we have two sections. The first half will consist of two speeches of the keynote speakers, which are the amazing speeches, definitely. And the second half will be, which will be followed by the TD section, table topic speeches, impromptu speaking, which will be conducting by our table topic master. And in the second half will be the bouquet of surprises, and it will be moments of glory for some of us.
Okay, let's go a little bit back in flashback. We have just seen someone who opened the meeting with lot of energy and enthusiasm. He is someone who works in shared cybersecurity as an admin executive. Let's applause for the Toastmaster Narayan as the sergeant at
And with the great excitement and anticipation, we are about to hear from truly amazing people, our keynote speakers. They are experts in their fields, and they have come here to share their valuable insights to us. Let's give them a warm welcome and take the charge of the stage and get ready to inspire us. Please join in welcoming me to our keynote speakers.
Our first keynote speaker is someone who has 40 years of experience dabbling in business, corporate world, developing business in over 40 countries, sourcing products, establishing dealer market, and negotiating terms. Worked in leading companies in India and Gulf in different brands and products. Led and coached teams, inventory planning and supply chain. A Toastmaster for 22 years. India, held leadership position and achieved the top educational and leadership goal at Toastmasters, which is Distinguished Toastmaster. Following his passion to share his vast experience, he is now a business development consultant, helping companies to break the barrier and grow by implementing scaling up framework and mentoring to young entrepreneurs. Let's welcome BTM Rajesh Sir.
इतना चढ़ा दिया
सर, छोटा भला है, जितना आप डिजर्व करते हो।
एक तो कोर्ट नहीं है सारे लोग कोर्ट पे बैठे but you know I came early I saw the color of the balloons I thought I can match with the color of the balloons. The title that I gave earlier is Go Beyond, and this is something that has been very close to my heart because this is what my father said once. Sky is the limit. And you know the occasion? I'm sure all of you would have heard this many times in your life. Sky is the limit for you. I had cracked admission into a very prestigious college in Calcutta. And that letter had come and I was just reading out aloud to my father. That was the beginning. And that is when he said, sky is the limit. I thought I was on these cloud 9, very motivated. I said, now I'm going to conquer the world. It did not happen that way, right? But it only a few years later, he changed that. And he said, sky is not the limit. Sky is not the limit. It is your mind which is the limit. Go beyond your own limit is something that he used to repeatedly say. And today, I'm going to talk about the same things because this has echoed in my mind again and again. And whenever there has been an obstacle, a challenge, a difficult period, I remember these words. Go beyond your own limit. Anyone of you know archery? How archery is played? Have you seen Mahabharata, Ramayana, heard stories of Eklavya and all that stuff? And there was recently Paralympics conducted in Paris. Very good. Now, here is the thing. How they play archery, I just want you to see this and imagine how archery is played. You pick up a bow, an arrow, hold the bow here. There's a string on the bow, put the arrow on the string and then pull with your fingers here. In this manner, arms are used fully, shoulders are used, fingers are used. Right? All the muscles and then the lower part of the body strengthening, giving the stability. I wanted to talk to you about go beyond your own limit, and when that comes to my mind, I remember a name called Sheetal Devi. Anyone of us heard? Some of you have heard. Very nice. I'm so glad that some of you have heard. I want this to be known to everyone and remember this for life of it. Sheetal Devi is just 17 years old. Born in Jammu and Kashmir. Suffered with a disease called phocomelia, which means that the limbs have a deformity and by birth there was no treatment. So the girl, Sheetal Devi, is born without two limbs cut from here. At 17, maybe a couple of years before, Indian Army in Jammu and Kashmir were conducting a field activity involving all the villagers. They found Sheetal Devi having innate athleticism in her body. Somehow they found that she has a very good body structure without being limbs, so that she can be developed. So they invited her and very enthusiastically she joined some army coaching camps, army training camps. They realized that they could put her, they found out that she is good in archery. Somehow they managed that she has that stability, the focus, the kind of concentration that archer requires, they would do with her. So they went to Bangalore, got her prosthetic limbs and started teaching her. Kuldeep Vedwan, his coach, spent about 6 months and they thought that this is not going to work. the prosthetic limbs are not going to help her in archery. Although she is good, but they will find some other way. This researched. Before this Olympics in Los Angeles, an archer without the limbs had won gold medal. Paul Stutzman is his name. And they realized that they can try this with Sheetal Devi. And in just 1 year time, they used, now Sheetal Devi, how she does archery, how she participates in an archery competition, she sits on a chair, no limbs, pulls her leg up, holds the string of the arrow with one thumb and the toe, and the other bow with the other limb, other leg. And with this leg, she pulls the string and releases. A year and a half ago, in Asian Games, the first 6 shots were 10 on 10, bull's eye. 6 regular shots in sequence. That was the perfection she had achieved. She really went beyond her limit. She went beyond her own limit. No one in any imagination can feel that a person who doesn't have 2 arms participate and win. Now the challenge, ladies and gentlemen, for you is, what are you doing to go beyond your limit? Take this upon yourself. When I see this sometimes, I go back to my old days when we had started a Toastmaster Club, and a gentleman, a young boy called Braj Bachchan. You know her. Braj Bachchan joined the club. He was working with Asian Paints, all of 28, 29, highly qualified in paint technology, working in Asian Paints in Oman. Asian Paint had he's in Oman, and he was their paint technologist. A very good position for a young boy like him. When he joined the club, he came for the first time and second time, I realized that he was stammering. And I'm sure some of experienced Toastmasters would have seen some members who came in and stammered. And that was my first time that I saw one. And I realized that how this will carry on. The club members and the leadership team, they came forward, they helped him, they tried to support him. The point was, he was very regular in the club. He took up roles, he tried his best to perform the activities the club wanted him to. And lo and behold, in 6 or maybe 7 months' time, trust me, that stammering was gone. And even today, it's more than 20 years, he always credits Toastmaster for taking something. This was so important for his position, for his seniority, for his improving corporate ladder. That was so important, and he thought he would never be able to overcome this from childhood up till 28. Can you imagine? I'm sure his father would have tried everything, or he would have tried everything under the sun to get this over. But Toastmasters helped. Now I realize, when I look back, I think that this was just because he decided to go beyond his own limit. Nobody else can do except he himself. No, done it. There's something else that I remember when I talk about go beyond your own limit is when I joined Toastmasters. All of you have said that repeatedly, that you fumble for words, you cannot identify what to say, and you lose the sense of your thoughts, and everything goes haywire. I had joined the club, and this didn't happen with me, by the way. I was able to do that surprisingly. I do not know why, but I was able to do. But then the club had a table topic competition within 3 or 4 months of joining. And they asked me to participate in that. I said, "Baएं हाथ का खेल है, कर लूँगा." This was, honestly, I thought that this was so easy, I could do it. I had done that before. I had given a couple of speeches, and I thought, it's easy, and nothing wrong with it. The day happened. And it is 2003. I still remember 2003, so almost 20 years ago. And I still remember the table topic that was given to me at that time. Action speaks louder than words. And I've heard that before. I'm sure all of us would have heard this phrase many times before. And I was thinking, standing like in a tabletop competition is conducted, I was listening to the topic, and in my mind I was thinking, how do I make a big beginning? How do I make a great start? What shall I start with? This is something, a killer. And I thought, and thought, and thought, 5, 10, 20 seconds. On that day, I was not able to utter one line at the contest. One line at the contest. I felt so bad. I felt so humiliated. My wife was sitting at the end, but I didn't wait for her. I went out of the door after few minutes that I could not speak. I went out of the door, and nobody could see tears in my eyes at that time. But that day I decided I am not going to come back. ये मेरे बस की बात नहीं है. Enough is enough. I'll do something else. But story didn't end here. MV Jose, DTM back then in my club. Second day he called. What happened? What made you sick? Because I'm very busy in my work, I've got new responsibility and all that stuff, everyone thinks about of giving an excuse of not coming back to the club. I said, enough, I have so much of travel and I can't do it. He didn't, he said, okay, it doesn't matter. Next week I didn't go. He called again. He said, why you did not come? I said, I'm quitting. Long story short, we had long discussion, it just didn't end, but something that I remember is still very fresh in my mind, and I want to share this with you today. Some people say a one line and that remains etched in your mind, heart and soul forever. And he said that you think of quitting? Remember this, age wrinkles the soul. Age wrinkles the body. Age wrinkles the body. Quitting wrinkles the soul. What do you think? And I decided that this is not my limit. I would today try and go beyond. I remembered my father's words at that time. Go beyond your own limit. And my dear friends, I want you to note down today in your mind, in your telephone, and wherever you can, or even if you go home, what is that you would like to do in going beyond your own limits?
Thank you, BTM Rajesh sir, for such energetic speech, and your stories were really inspiring for all of us. Thank you again. I would like to felicitate BTM Rajesh sir. I will request to our Vice President of Education, VIP Education, Richa ma'am, to felicitate Rajesh sir.
Toastmaster Darshan, didn't I tell you that we are going to have a lot of seasoned Toastmasters in the room who would ignite our hearts and mind with their energizing words?
Yes, and are there going to be real drinks to toast?
Yes, real drinks. Water, tea, and varieties of cold drinks, which are kept in the room at the end. You can have them all the while during the meeting and make yourself comfortable. With this, it's time to listen to our another amazing keynote speaker who has been a Toastmaster for almost 7 years. Starting his journey in 2017 in Chicago, he has held multiple club leadership roles and has also served as an area and division director in District 103. In District 125, he has been a member of All Toastmaster Club since 2022. Professionally, he is a civil engineering manager working for a US-based company managing a team of 40+ engineers. He is passionate about public speaking and loves to help fellow Toastmasters to also enjoys cooking, football, and spending time with his wife and newborn baby. Let's welcome Toastmaster Sachin Chikre on the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rita, Toastmaster Darshan. Now, to be honest with you, I almost forgot what I was going to say after listening to that mesmerizing talk by distinguished Toastmaster Rajesh. But before coming, I saw this quote in a book. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts, especially when you are on a path to transformation, which is the title I gave for this topic today. This famous quote by Sir Winston Churchill, I'm also reminded of this quote when I look at the Financial Times section of a newspaper. Have you seen those stock market charts which has high peaks and lows and flat lines? Yes? Yes. I strongly believe that every transformational journey can be represented by a chart like that, filled with highs and lows, trials and tribulations. Presiding officer, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, our wonderful duo of Toastmasters of the day, and honored guests. Today I would like to share 3 key principles which would help all of us on our respective paths to transformation. As Toastmaster Richa introduced me, I started my journey back in 2017 in US, and I had a very simple, very silly goal at the time. Maybe not so silly, a lot of you might have started with similar goal. Gain confidence. Toastmaster Narayanan read in the club mission that gaining confidence is one of the key elements of any Toastmasters program, any Toastmasters club. And that was my simple goal. You see, there was an upcoming industry conference I was presenting at the time, and I was very nervous about it. I knew my technical stuff that I was going to talk about, but not quite sure how I was going to present that in a room full of like 500 plus attendees. I did my preparation, started attending Toastmasters meetings, and the conference presentation went superbly well, beyond my expectations. But I thought to myself, similar to how distinguished Toastmaster Rajesh mentioned a while ago, there's something magical about this Toastmasters program. Getting confidence, gaining confidence was not the ultimate thing. I needed to go beyond that. And I started setting newer goals. Becoming an XCOM officer, check. Completing 10 speeches, check. Participating in speech contests, check. Making lifelong connections along the way, check, check, and check. These highs, these triumphant moments that I was experiencing, we should all celebrate these moments. Think about this moment we are in right now. The 425th milestone meeting of Barre Toastmasters Club. What an accomplishment. Please give all of us here a big round of applause. An incredible accomplishment. However, hate to be the party pooper here. Remember the first principle that I would want to share here, that success is not final. It should never be final. We should always ask ourselves, what's next? What next? We completed our 425th milestone. What's next? I'm sure Toastmasters Machine has grand plans for this club, and as members, we should all help the club achieve those plans. And you might have your personal plans, your personal goals that you can go beyond.
just like high points, every journey also has low points. The times when it feels like the world around us has come crashing down. You feel like spitting and running away. Around 2018, 2019, I was cruising through the Toastmasters program. I had completed all the requirements of then educational program, Advanced Communicator Gold, some of the legacy program people might know what I'm talking about. I had completed the area director fulfillments, was the division director for my district, and I was 2 steps away from getting the coveted Distinguished Toastmaster title. And then in 2020, when COVID hit and Pathways was rolled, a new deadline was set for all the Toastmasters at the time to complete their DTM. And I missed my own stuff. I felt so bad. I remember that day when I was discussing with my VP at the time that I am not going to make it. I'm not going to get my DTM. Have you felt this feeling of frustration when something doesn't go according to your plan? Yes? Toastmaster Rajesh mentioned blanking out in a table topics contest. I'm sure all of us would have done speeches or roles that we were not satisfied about, right? But it is these low points that are vital part of our transformational journey. Don't you agree?
Yes, yes.
Because we need to remember that it is perseverance through these low points is what counts, and it sets stage for greater successes. Because it's not just you are starting from scratch or you are starting from square one. The one thing that you now have after having gone through that experience is knowledge, is experience itself that we can use for greater successes. After 2020, 2021, I moved to Pune. I took a break from Toastmasters. But then I found a new home right here in District 125, where I restarted my Toastmasters journey. Unlike many of my Toastmasters friends who missed out on their DTM mark, who quit out of frustration, and I don't blame them for that, but I was not going to do that. Because DTM for me was a goal, it still is a goal, but not the ultimate milestone. It should never be that. I found a new home here in District 125. I've met so many wonderful, passionate Toastmasters, most of them right here in this very room. And through this, I would like to introduce the third principle, which is consistency, the courage to continue. It is through this principle that you can accomplish practically anything. See, without even thinking about that DTM goal, I've been consistently following the Toastmasters program, and I was able to accomplish some other successes along the way, which I had not planned for. The highlight being crowned as the district champion this past year. Being presented that trophy by former world champion Mohammad Khatani. I'll never forget that day. I'll cherish that memory forever. But the point I'm trying to make here is, don't think about the result. We should always think about the journey that we are on, the learnings and the lessons that we are experiencing through that journey. So my dear members and fellows of Barnet Toastmasters Club, I urge you, strongly urge you, to plan your next speech, your next role. Reach out to Toastmaster Richa right away for scheduling your slots. And the guests who are here present with us may be in two minds thinking about whether to join Toastmasters or not. Believe it or not, your journey has already started. You have already started your journey. It is up to you when you are going to take control of it and start planning for your future successes. So my dear friends, I would once again like to repeat the quote: success is final. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts on your path to transformation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanjeev, for your encouraging journey. We will definitely learn many things and will start to give speeches and progress in our pathways. Thank you. I would like to felicitate Toastmaster Sanjeev. I will request to our VP membership, to Toastmaster Gorak, to felicitate.
And a special thank you, BTMC, for promoting my role.
So tomorrow we'll have a party.
Yay! Toastmaster Darshan, what do you feel when you are called for speaking for impromptu session?
First of all, the topic must be easy.
Bingo! I also feel the same. And how do you feel when you hear your topic for the first time?
Then my brain stopped responding. I am telling it like, hey buddy, please tell something. I'm standing in front of people. But it's saying, hold on. That's what my brain does.
Hey, same. I also have the same feeling. Let's hear from our audience what they feel.
Yes.
How do you feel when you hear your impromptu topic for the first time? Huh? Butterflies. Anyone? No feelings? It seems like so yes. He's scared.
I mean, it should like that we should not point it out. Nobody should point at us making it when it's an impromptu.
Look away.
If the table topic master gives a question early, very advance, it will be easy for us.
Like prepared speeches? But that too is not easy, I would say.
Seems like it is safe for everyone, right? So though we are celebrating success meeting, still we have to do more practice for impromptu speaking that we can understand.
Yes, very right. Toastmaster Darshan, you rightly said. And as BTM Sanjit also said, success is not the end and failures are not fatal. It is the courage to continue which matters.
So our next part is impromptu speaking. It is testing our ability to think fast and speak impromptu. So in the table topic session, our table topic master will let us to will give us impromptu topics. We have to speak on that. I would like to introduce our table topic master. He is an IT professional. His hobbies are reading and running. So let's welcome table topic master for today's meeting. Toastmaster
What an electrifying atmosphere has been created by the two keynote speakers. And toast to success and infinite possibilities. Every success, big or small, deserves a celebration. As we celebrate 425th milestone of Bharat Toastmaster Club, I am celebrating a success in my own mind. A few months ago, when we celebrated the 400th milestone, I was sitting back in one of the rows behind. And it was just few months after I joined. So I did not participate in any of the activities. After attending, for the last 25 weeks, after attending regularly all the club meetings, I'm finally able to say that I have conquered my fear of public speaking. And as I stand here, I'm celebrating my victory over my self-limiting doubts. I'm celebrating my victory over shyness. I'm celebrating my victory over self-doubts. And I'm celebrating the possibilities and the beliefs in infinite possibilities. Dear Presiding Officer, dear area directors, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and lovely guests. I am Toastmaster Lovesh and I'll be the table topics master for today's event. So in Toastmasters, when we do impromptu speaking, we learn 4 key skills, which is called as listening, thinking, organizing and delivering, LTOD. So today I'll be calling upon some of the speakers and they'll demonstrate their LTOD skills to us. Okay. For that, I have some topics. But before that, the timing sequence. The timing sequence will be 2 minutes and 1 to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. 1 minute, green at 1 minute, yellow at 1.5 minutes, and red at 2 minutes, and 30 seconds grace will be there. Okay. I have a bag over here, and I have some items. So let me call one of the first speaker. I've written down few names. Okay, let me call first Toastmaster Santosh. Okay. So I'll tell you one thing. I'll ask you to choose an item from the bag, and based on that, I'll ask you to vote. Okay. You don't have. Okay, let me clear it. A duster.
To wipe out the dust. Yes, ready.
The question is, why does everyone needs a duster in their life? Why does everyone needs a duster in their life?
You can take 20 seconds time, then I will start.
Keep this topic for favorites.
Area Director, Presiding Officer, Distinguished Toastmaster, and my lovely guest. Good afternoon. How many of you are married? Wow. How many of you are not married? But about to marry? So, if you are married, then this is a tool. And this tool will tell you how to maintain successful and happy married life. This is something I learned from my wife. Because I usually forget the things. So she used this tool to clean my memories. And sometimes say that you are a Toastmaster. You should continuous practice. So use this and clean the house. Sometimes it's a window, sometimes door, and sometimes say that you can clean yourself. So my lovely friend, if you believe in happy married life, then use this tool. because I am using tool and my lovely table topic master also using this tool. Over to the table master.
There was such a humorous way of explaining why dusters are so important. So let me call next Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Veena ma'am. Oh, that's not. In the Ziplocs, there are bags. She wants to talk on Ziplocs, yes. So that is eye binders, eye shades.
Showing.
Take it home.
I know it's quite
It's something fancy.
nifty.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the question is, how they have helped you?
Just repeat the comment also so that.
Yeah. How have the eye blinders or eye shades helped you?
Came up master, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Who says they have helped me? He's just assuming. I never used them. They're good. First I thought it was a small bra for a small girl. Then I said, something is not allowed to be spoken in Toastmasters. So I kept my mouth shut. But this has not helped me at all. I love to see things. I love to watch movies, binge watch television. I love to watch reels on my phone. So why should I cover my eyes? I take minimum hours to sleep. The minute I get up, I reach out to my phone and see if there are any messages. I'm an addict, and self-confessedly so. I hate to say that social media is bad. You know, nowadays there is this debate going on, boon or bane. I love social media. So this is a no-no item in my house. And if anyone, even my son or anyone uses it, I pick it up and throw it out. I said everyone should see the world. You have only one chance in this world, only one life. Make the maximum use of it. Do not use an
There was a different way of looking at things.
Don't shut your eyes.
Okay, so now let me call Toastmaster Savio. Yeah, I think so. Just put your name. Oh, so imagine you are a magician. What things in this room you would like to change? Don't change me. What things in the room you would like to change? One, make it one. What things in this room? Okay, imagine you are a magician. What things in this room you would like to change? Or make it two.
When he called me now, the first thought which came to my mind was, Rajesh sir can feel it bigger. Now I am scared of that. Unexpectedly, if someone calls me this way, what do I do? And then I got this as my topic. Initially, when I was opening the bag, I was like, oh, this looks like a mosquito net. Second impression seeing this line was, oh, this looks like a carry bag. And when I finally opened it, it turns out to be a hat. Now, as a magician, we all know magicians use their hat to and bring in some certain objects, or certain animals, or birds out of it. As they say, you pull out a rabbit from the hat. And with eagerness that you are watching me and expecting me to pull a rabbit, I'm really feeling nervous. What I would like to disappear. I would like to disappear the spirit which we have within us to give up after certain time, to not pursue things, to not be consistent. The habits which do impact us in our daily life and which make our life really difficult. We aim for success in our life, but then when it comes on to groundwork, we don't really give that amount of dedication. And that is what, as a magician, I would like to throw out from this room and wish everyone a very successful Toastmaster journey, by which I mean to say, even a very successful career and life. Over to you, David.
Our magician has picked up something which cannot be seen. So it's easy for him to make it disappear. Okay, let me call next. Toastmaster Yuvraj.
Only in a plastic bag.
So Toastmaster Yuvraj has picked up a watch. This is hygienic. That's the reason. So Toastmaster Yuvraj, how Toastmaster has changed your time? How Toastmaster has changed your time?
Distinguished Toastmasters, President and fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster has definitely changed my time. I still remember the first day of joining the Toastmaster, and it was during COVID, and it was online classes. And during the online classes also I was scared to open the camera. That much fear I had. How would I go in front of people in public and speak? I could not utter the words. What would happen? I was away from social media. And my videos would come in social media. I have never seen like this. Next time, I did not attend the meeting. And then I requested the president that can we have the offline classes, because I am comfortable there. And since then it has changed my life. This practice coming on the stage has helped me a lot. The fear which were there, the butterflies which always comes, are not there now. So one thing I always say about the time is that regular practicing has always helped. That has helped me. Thanks.
Yeah, now I'd like to call somebody from the stage. Yeah, one more. Someone from the floor, sorry. Anybody wants to raise their hand from the floor? Okay. Toastmaster Kavita. Lovely Kavita.
So topic for me is good and bad uses of lighter. Let me think. I've never used it.
This is your chance.
What should I light?
At the stage of fire.
Yeah, thank you. All good evening everyone, dear Toastmasters. Good and bad And I saw this in my son's handbag for the first time. And I was like shocked. What is this for? And then I actually, confronted him. Is this why? Are you started smoking already? So he was fumbling and thinking, what should I say now? And he said, oh no, this is not for me. One of friend was using it, and it just came in my bag. And then it already ignited my thoughts. Oh, he already, this guy is already going into a different direction and all of that. So I told my husband, okay, this lighter, I have found in my blues bag and all of that. And then what class he has taken of him, that maybe he must be keeping lighter now as well, but not, he can't find it anymore. So that was the one story which I remember, if I looked at lighter. But of course, good uses. With lighter, I can say light the candles, light the diyas, light the patakas and all of that. Don't light the cigars, please. Injurious to health. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we are good on timing. All right. All right, we cannot take more. Okay, so we have one more.
Some guests.
One more guest. Okay, one more guest. One guest you can take. Anybody from the floor wants to raise a hand?
Teacher is not done. I believe you can have all the.
Will you come? Yes.
Yes.
You. You got something very interesting. So you decide what you want to tell us. What is that?
It's not checkbook. HDFC checkbook.
It's yours now. Sign it. Please sign it.
Check if it is signed.
All mentioned.
Check that.
Ask us to sign.
It's not signed.
There is no rules.
No, ask for him. Sign, give me money and sign it. Write for money. So, talk.
I just know that she can. Okay. And already told you the topic, like we can change it as well. Imagine you are Adani. And you go everywhere with this checkbook. Okay, she has to imagine that she is Adani and she is going everywhere with the checkbook. What do you want?
Good evening. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm Adani and I have a checkbook with infinite number of checks that I can distribute to anyone that I want. The first thing I would think is, who is the one I deem is acceptable to receive a check from me? Now, I've earned money through a lot of hard work and I think strategic business plans. Now, giving away money just like that would not make sense. In my mind, I'm thinking if I'm giving someone a 10 lakh check, I would want them to grow and make for themselves and become a name much bigger than me and then credit me and say, I got a check from Adani and that's why I'm so much bigger than them. So, first important thing I would think is, what is that they can offer to the society? Is it their skills or their service? Even if they're not increasing the money 10 times, are they able to improve happiness and give more service to the people 10 more times? So that would be my criteria for giving away checks to whoever I feel fit to give the check. So
make them poor. In fact, it has to make them empowered. Thank you. With that, we come to the end of the table topics. I think we'll take a break. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Novesh, for taking us through a wonderful, amazing, interesting table topic session. And it was so great to see that each one of the speakers could speak. That makes us understand that you have chosen topics very wisely, and those were interesting to hear as well. Wasn't it, Toastmaster Novesh?
Yes. We got various insights from different dignitaries and also from guests. It was very nice session.
Now let's take a break of 15 minutes. We will reconnect at 3:43. 3:43. We will reconnect at 3:43 in 15 minutes. Toastmaster Narayan has made wonderful arrangement for us. Fill our tummies.
Great speeches, inspiring speeches. Think of
Yes, yes.
It's running.